You are watching Grassroots Community Television, helping you make television people watch everywhere. Broadcasting on cable channel 82 in Glenwood Springs and Carbondale, and channel 12 in Aspen, Snowmass, Basalt, and El Jebel. Free over-the-air broadcasts throughout the Roaring Fork Valley. All programs can be watched anytime, anywhere at grassrootstv.org.
Hello and welcome to The Buzz on 82, the only show with a down valley view. I am your host, Lynn, Aliya. And about, a month ago, I was driving my kids to school. They go to Little Ross Montessori School in Carbondale. And I was listening to the Less is More show on KDNK, and I heard a song that just stopped my heart. So much so that I had to pull over on the side of the road, and I had to call Leslie Johnson on her show and asked her who sings the song. And she said, Paul Franz-ick sings the song, and you should call him and have him on your show. He has an organization called Feed Them with Music, and he is a brilliant, beautiful man, and give him a call. So after I cried, dried my tears, I called Paul. Actually, I think I Facebooked Paul. I think I found him on Facebook like I do everybody, and I said, will you be on my show? And here he is with the beautiful Ashley Mosher. Feed Them with Music. We have the founder of Feed Them with Music and the woman who makes everything happen, and the incredible artist who has graced us with her beauty on our set. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So Feed Them with Music.
We basically, about 5 years ago, I was working in a corporate job that made music for Target and Walmart and Best Buy. And I was kind of miserable about 10 years into the process. It was a great, great job. I don't want to diss it, but I had a dream one night that the unpredictable nature of music that nourishes all of us, from King Saul when David would play the harp all the way till now, maybe there's some weird ceremony we could create where it actually physically feeds people too. And I worked with a great poet by the name of Robert Bly that always said in life our goal is to create a physical ceremony for something that's sacredly kind of happening or spiritually happening in your life. And being a songwriter, I always knew the relationship on a good night between a singer nourishing an audience and the audience nourishing the singer. And so we started putting together this idea that every dollar could deliver a meal and support the arts. And that was the very seed of it. And that started Feed Them with Music, and now four years later, we're in a place where it's really starting to get traction among high-profile artists and management groups around the country.
So Ashley, how exactly does Feed the Music work? So here's the vision of what you had, and then how does it play out now?
Well, it's actually really interesting. The vision is a little bit different than what's actually happening today, because vision is supposed to be out there, always being worked towards. You know? So currently what Feed Them with Music is we take all things music, and for us right now what we have control of is live events and concerts and art shows. And what we do is we put these events on, and we charge normal ticket price, and we take every dollar for that ticket, or if it's a $15 ticket, 15 meals are delivered to feed them to the children that we're
so 100% proceeds.
No, I mean, because it's $1 one meal. So if one meal ranges anywhere between 21 cents, and it can go up as high as 60 cents depending on if it's, they're growing food, they're delivering food, cooking food, providing food, versus a boxed meal. So the cheapest meal you can get is about 20 cents, where it's being sent to a location, a distribution location.
Right.
So what we currently are doing is we went down to Haiti in July of 2010 and identified 2 feeding programs where the meals cost 20 to 25 cents. So when when $1 is spent, 25 cents is directly given to the providing the meal.
Right.
The other 80 or whatever it is, 75 or 80 cents goes to the artist who's performing, and or the venue that it costs money to actually put the event on to. And so we're supporting the artist, we're supporting the venue, and we're feeding people all at the same time.
Right.
Go ahead.
It's like the intention behind it always was to feed everybody.
Yep.
So artists are always willing to do something and give it all away. They always have been doing that. Live Aid, Farm Aid, they go and they donate everything.
Right.
And the hunch was, we want to support the arts too. I love Michael Franti. If I could go to a Michael Franti show, know that that $50 ticket is taking care of all of his business and delivering 50 meals at the same time.
Exactly.
It's just a total enhancement to the night.
Right.
And we've done shows where we have 1,000 people at the show. They've delivered 25,000 meals before they ever even, one chord is played of the show.
That's incredible.
And the people who sit around, you can feel it. And the room is so beautified and juicy before the artist ever takes a stage, because everyone there has already realized we've already delivered 25,000 meals.
Just by the ticket price being
Right.
$25.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, that's.
And then on top of that, we sell merchandise, and we offer them. Oh,
Let's talk about our merchandise.
We are wearing some merchandise
We are wearing.
today. Paul's wearing some as well. It looks fabulous.
Oh yeah, that's it. And your hat.
And the hat, yep.
I love merchandise. I love swag. So here's Feed Them With Music. I can't read back. Maybe I can read backwards. Let's see. Sing, dance, use your voice, which I'd love to talk about too. Sing like an angel, move your body, dance like a rock star, become the rhythm of your heart, feed our brothers and sisters. And www.feedthemwithmusic.com.
Yeah.
We wanted to make merchandise that people want to wear all day, every day. They're super comfortable.
The most comfortable shirt
They
ever.
really are. And they're and we have other ones that are a little
Very
more rock
sassy.
starry to kind of bring out that music piece, and then we sell CDs.
CDs. So Paul has a brand new CD out. This is there's going to be a release party at
May 7th.
May 7th.
At the Wheeler.
At the Wheeler. I
Yep.
thought it was at the Wheeler.
Yeah.
But you're going to be playing at the Wheeler.
The 26th of March with John Oates.
That's right.
And it's a night that is going to be, portion of everything is going to be benefiting Feed Them With Music's mission. It's great, he's a great icon in the Valley to have participated in it.
He's a guest. He's been a guest on my show.
And he's a, intense Hall of Fame talent. And so he's somebody that we're super proud that in our own backyard we get to participate with him.
#1 duo.
Yeah.
Like 80 billion?
Jeez.
I get
I'm going to play a little Hall & Oates right now.
I'm going to. He played me. What did he play me? I forgot what he played me.
I hate to be so clever, but I was hoping Graham would call the night Paul & Oates, but
Paul & Oates?
he wouldn't go for it.
He wouldn't call it Paul & Oates?
Don't they sing, I won't go for that?
Just
go for that.
No. Because then that's awesome. But so the song that I pulled over on the side of the road is the 5th cut on this, I believe. It is called, no, it's not the 5th cut. It is the 4th cut, and it's called This Song Is a Boat.
Yeah.
And I would love it if you could play This Song Is a Boat.
I would love to.
For
See what
us.
it's about a little bit?
It's a song that when all of us kind of are dragging a muffler down Main Street spiritually, and you realize that you're so alone, and then you realize that that's probably a lie, and that you kind of look out on the horizon line and you see that there is true love in the world that is coming your way.
Right.
So. This song is a boat that I built for you to put all your pain and your suffering inside. If we sing it together, the God that I pray to throw down a wind from the house where true love abides. So pack up those big, heavy trunks and hoist the maroon sail. I'll need a hand to get these heavy ropes untied. and then we'll dance on the shore as we cast off what ails our city of fools, where the dreamer still resides. My heart's true love, tell me all the trouble you were given as a child and you still carry. You're not so alone in the darkness of the night. Be joyful, the beloved you will marry. So come on and lay your body down. I'm right here beside you, calling angels to sing away your fear. Come as they do for the brave and the true, who dance as you do on this trail of tears. So Lynn's pulled over on the side of the road
In a trail of tears.
and her heart, I think, said something like this: love comes quietly, finally drops about me, on me, in the old way. What did I know, thinking myself able to go alone all the way? That's Robert Creeley. It's a great love poem at the end.
So I'm like the luckiest person on the planet, aren't I?
No, I think we all are. It just keeps going.
It just keeps getting better all the time. Thank you for that. Okay, so thank you.
You're welcome.
But there's more. There's more. What else can we talk about?
Well, I was going to talk a little bit about what the vision was, because you'd asked for the vision.
Mm-hmm.
And
That was the dream.
That was the dream. Yeah, the ultimate dream. And you should speak more to where Feed Them is going.
Well, it feels like such a cool time in our culture that we have things like thousands of people on Facebook and Twitter that we can access. And so we're looking for creative ways to microfinance.
And you came up with a brilliant idea.
Which
a brilliant
was,
way.
Oh, yeah, we have.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.
The ultimate dream of this is that we're creating an online interface, a website, that artists of any level of prominence. It can be my daughter. We work on a little song. We record it at the Church of Carbondale. We put it up there, and she delivers 40 meals because she has 40 downloads. Or it can be Sting or Jason Mraz, and we're talking to people like that, and they could go with us to Haiti and in just a few days deliver millions and millions of meals. Artists have no idea how powerful they really are. Jason Mraz, with one song downloaded to just his Facebook fans, and I don't mean to focus on him because there's no burden on him to do this, but that type of following could feed the What If program, for example, that we work with down there. 80,000 people a month for 17 years.
Wow.
So
That is remarkable.
it's one of those deals where it's like the scales of kind of how the world really works is really falling now into the hands of the artists again. Every time empires fall, it's always the artists that rise up first.
It's really true.
Mm-hmm. And it just feels like things like poverty and malnutrition, our governments and our corporations can focus on them all day long, but they're just wimps compared to somebody that can get up in front of a group that already holds a share of their heart because they love their music and they can speak to those people.
Right. So you're launching this website.
Yeah.
2011.
And what do you need?
Well, we're looking for creative.
We need help.
Tell us.
We've built it.
Yeah.
It's already there. The boat's already built.
We just need the wins the funding to build the website right now is around $500,000. We're looking at ways that our community can help with that in microfinancing ways, and we're also taking every opportunity for shows like this because you just never know who wants this to be part of their legacy. And when we have meetings at MTV and VH1, they all agree this is an incredibly unique angle of how artists at any level of prominence can make a difference. Just no one's heard of me.
I'm thinking of all the people I know. All of a sudden it's just flowing to me.
But very few people have heard of Paul Franz-ick. But with my work over the last few years, I've almost delivered 500,000 meals, which is, imagine somebody like John Oates or Sting or U2.
Yeah. Right.
We've done models where they would do 10 million meals a night.
Right.
So, and they'd still make, like we say, 80% of their revenue if they choose to do that.
Right.
And the artists want to participate right now. And part of the reason we're shooting for 2011 with this website is because that's the easiest way for them to participate, by uploading their music and merchandise and selling tickets on our website, with every dollar delivering one meal. So instead of spending extra dollars with Ticketmaster that goes to the big corporation, we're taking that extra few dollars and delivering meals to hungry people around the world. And artists want to participate in doing something philanthropic all the time. And he was saying they always want to do something. This is just the easiest way. So until we get that website built, we have these little things like concerts, projects, going to Haiti, whatever that they can participate in. But once the website gets built, it's an easy plug-in that happens 24 hours.
And we know, like you said, that who it's actually going to. It's going to organizations straight there, as opposed
that we've
to
been to.
Yeah.
That's
when,
the
right.
point,
When we were kids, there was not Live Aid. When they all
No,
said,
We Are the World.
We Are the World, and it, as you said, it just goes to just Africa.
Yeah.
We went to Africa.
We didn't
okay,
know.
where did it go in Africa? Did it go to your plane fares to Africa?
And I'm certain it went somewhere great. It's just that I'd love to be able to follow it.
Exactly.
And I'd love to actually see the videos of the people being fed. And, and that's a part. If
And
you go to feedthemwithmusic.com, you'll see an event we did at Steve's Guitars. With $15 cover, with 25 plastic chairs, we delivered 2,600 plus meals. And then Ash and I chased those meals to Port-au-Prince, Haiti, and we delivered them.
I love that. Chase them.
Yeah.
Chase them. And just because we have 1 minute left, I just want to point out again, Asha, your work is besides being spectacular, it's on display at CCAH in their gallery at the 3rd Street Center. Is there anywhere else that
it'll be up again when we do our show on March 26th with John Oates
at the Wheeler?
At the Wheeler, it'll be hopefully hanging in the lobby, if not right around where we're going to be. And then you can buy it online. Feed Them With Film is a place where you can go and identify the photographs that you'd like to purchase, and then you just email me, because I don't have the engine running yet, but it will be soon.
Perfect.
But the email would be ashley@feedthemwithmusic.com or paul@feedthemwithmusic.com.
And it's everything is found. It's a beautiful website, and there's a remarkable YouTube video at feedthemwithmusic.com, which everybody should see. I also have it on my little Facebook page. I have a different one on my Facebook page. But spread the word, and spread the music, and spread the love, and
Feed Them's on Facebook too, so become a fan, and you'll be able to hear when we're doing shows, especially here in the Valley and all over the country.
Right. Well, please come back and play more and sing more, and I'd love meeting you.
Really sweet.
We hope to see everyone the 26th of March at the Wheeler.
26th of March at the Wheeler. Yeah. But there's another one first.
No, that's our first one.
Oh yeah, the other one. Sorry, May 7th.
Then we'll travel a little bit over to Latin America, and then his CD release show is May 7th
at the Wheeler.
Wheeler as well.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you want to plug anything for Fran?
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Well,
for
thank
having
you.
us.
You'll be back.
Thanks, Lynn.
We'd love to be.
Right.
Okay. And when we come back, we have Randy Mandel, Native Plants. So stay tuned to the Buzz on 82.
The Buzz on 82 and Grassroots TV is brought to you by Sunlight Mountain Resort. Sunlight's friendly atmosphere and wide variety of skiing and boarding terrain make it a local's favorite. Sunlight Mountain's website is sunlightmtn.com.
Welcome back to the Buzz on 82. So here's the question: how does a flower open?
So at the beginning of the show, I was playing this song, right?
Right.
and you said, that's a great bridge, so I'll play it for you. It says, how does a flower open and give itself to the world?
So, I'm sitting here with Randy Mandel. He is a native plant expert. He is the owner of Peach Valley
Orchards.
Orchards. And he is the expert on native plants. And how does a flower open?
Well, again, we're going to run into the difficulty of linguistics because technically it's a sodium-potassium pump working across a membrane. But that's just simple linguistics. That doesn't work. Philosophically, a flower opens because it wants to.
Oh.
And philosophically, we try to use the limits of language to describe that. But we're just wrong, because every time you say that something's a certain way, you've missed something that actually is behind it. So you're probably capturing more by saying a flower opens because it wants to than some silly sodium-potassium pump across a membrane thing.
So how do you reconcile that when the sodium-potassium levels in the soil are increased because of... Why would sodium-potassium levels increase?
Well, there's a lot of reasons, especially here in the valley, because there's a lot of alkalinity.
Right, and salinity.
And salinity. So poorly,
right.
might be the answer, is the more that you run or the less that you run across an optimum, the flower is going to do poorer than if it was in the middle. We always aim towards the middle.
Right. So what are some plants that optimally open here? What are some native plants? And what are native plants? Let's just start with that, because we don't even, so many, I used to think that the tamarisk were these beautiful flowers that bloomed on the river until I found out that they were destroying it.
Bad, very bad.
Exactly. So what are native plants?
A native plant, at least how we describe it normally in science or in some of the lectures I've done, is a plant that was already pre-existing on the continent before European personage showed up. But you can have local natives, you can have site-specific, or you could have native to a country, native to a continent. Native is such a nebulous term. So normally I use a plant that was found in a certain place at the time that European peoples showed up as the result of the combination of living and non-living factors.
Okay. So here in the Rocky Mountains, do you deal with native as in native, like as in on the continent here, or do you deal specifically with Rocky Mountain native plants?
That's a brilliant question. And
thank you.
You're welcome. It's so true. Because to me, and this really ties into this greater philosophical question, native is a sense of place. It's a sense of belonging. And what led me into this, it's a roundabout way of answering this question, was realizing that the plants that were found in a place were the ones that belong there. And every time you try to do an artificial construct to get something to survive that hadn't really evolved there, you were tweaking it. And if you just used the stuff that should be there in the first place, it was going to thrive because it would co-evolved under the conditions that were endemic to that area in the first place.
So what are some plants that are endemic to this particular region?
Well, it's interesting because there's been so much manipulation of this valley. You can look at the roaring fork and the willows and the alders and the birch that were found up through here. This valley at one time was actually covered with a lot of pond